Hey everyone, welcome to Journey Maps Live and Local channel. We're going to be going to Arizona local businesses and discovering the best of what they have to offer. Secret menus, back alley restaurants, business owners that gave up fame and fortune. We're going to be discovering what you don't know about your own backyard. So join me as we go live with the locals and subscribe below to stay up to date on our videos and click that little bell if you want to be the first one of your friends to know about it. See you soon. Hey everyone, it's Aaron Childs here from Journey Maps Live and Local with another episode from Elite Auto Repair. We're going to go inside and we're going to see David. We're going to ask him, what is it that makes Elite Auto Repair so different from all the other shops? Let's go. Hey David, how's it going, man?
It's good to see you.
This is a great shop here. This is actually a nice piece of equipment here now on the United States. This just kind of sends a nice vibe in here. So you guys do not only take care of cars, but you take care of customers. And I can see by some of the things you have here in the shop, you've got a vintage arcade game here so people can come in. And you know what, guys? I love a good vintage arcade game. So when I'm in here,
You're on.
It is a challenge. This kind of seems to be a thing that we do with our show. We love the video games, but more importantly, with this shop, you guys have a lot going on.
Right.
From free waters, you guys got sodas, you even got juice for the kids that you're taking care of. We've got candies over here, we've got coffee, also have a computer. Now is that a real computer?
Yeah, it's a real computer. So I mean, you know, business people could, or if you just want to check your email while you're here, we just want to make it convenient for you. You know, be comfortable in a place. We didn't want to make it like an auto shop. You walk into an automotive repair shop. We just want you to feel comfortable. That's our priority.
You guys do a lot in the back to take care of the cars while the customers are comfortably waiting in the lobby.
Yeah.
So while we get back in there, you guys show me some things and we'll get busy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Dave. So it is always super hot in Arizona. It's like we don't even have a winter. AC is something you need to have and repair. Hopefully not, but if you do, here's it comes a squeaky compressor right now. So is that my car coming in right now?
That is your car coming in right now.
It's going to cost me a ton of money. Good thing I'm here to Elite Auto Repair, right?
Right.
So how do you guys go and diagnose something like that? And what is it that makes you guys different from taking it to another shop? Because I'm scared to take it to a shop because honestly, I think AC repair is going to cost me a lot of money.
It's a process of elimination, right? So what we want to do is we want to narrow down to the individual part and then just replace what's needed. That way we'll keep the cost as low as possible.
Right. Every dollar counts.
Right.
So what are some of the steps that we go through and what are some of the machines I see behind us here that you guys are using to do this work?
Well, you know, first of all, we use a visual inspection. So we want to look at all the components, make sure those are right. And then we get into, you know, what components are starting to fail. There's only like 4 or 5 main components that I have sitting up here.
Cool.
So this is the heart of the system. It's an AC compressor. So this is what pumps that freon through the system. It's run by a belt and it's on the front of the motor. So this turns all the time that you have air conditioning on. And this is called a condenser. So this sits up right behind the front bumper.
Okay.
Now this will either get jammed full of bugs or it'll get a rock in it and it'll break one of these tubes because that freon runs through this and it takes heat out of that freon. So if it develops a leak anywhere in it, we have to replace this part.
Okay.
So
that's not cheap.
they're actually too bad.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not too bad. So after it leaves there and it takes the heat out of that freon, then it travels through hoses in the inside of the car. And it goes through what we call an evaporator, which is right up here. So this is right underneath your dash. Hopefully this one's not underneath your dash, but because this one's all clogged up with junk. But so this is inside your car, underneath your dash. A blower motor runs air through this, and this is really cold when your air conditioner is working. Cold air through it. That's how you get cold air inside your car.
Wow. Wow. That I didn't know. You're compartmentalizing to where it's not replacing the entire system, it's just replacing individual parts.
So exactly, and the way we find that out is you know that system is sealed. It's got a gas in it called freon, and that freon, when it leaks out, you can't see it. There's no, you know, you can't visibly see it.
Right.
So what we do is we take a machine like this. This is our secret weapon in our industry. So this will put freon into the system. 1 pound 4 ounces, 1 pound 8 ounces, and it also puts dye in the system. So that dye is what we use these for. And this is a
Sweet.
and these are the tools that we use to help identify exactly where that freon is leaking out of, whether it's a hose or a compressor or any other component of the system.
So can I see not only to the future, but then I can also see the dye that goes in the system?
You can see the future.
That's what I'm talking about. This is high-tech stuff here, guys.
No, Aaron, there's another thing that we do a lot here, and that is brake systems.
Okay.
And brake pad replacement.
Right here.
This is it. So, do you know how a brake system works?
I do a little bit, but I'm not an expert on it.
So they're pretty simple. Basically, there is a it's a big clamp. We call it a caliper, and that's this part right here.
All right.
And it's got brake pads behind there. And what happens is it clamps down on this thing right here called the rotor. You probably know all those basic things, right?
Now this is starting to get the vehicle to stop.
That's what we're trying to do, is trying to get the vehicle to stop.
Right.
And we're also trying to save you money, because we don't want you to wait too long. If you start hearing noises like brake squeaks and things,
Yep.
do what your dad always told you and take care of it right away.
We got to take care of it, otherwise it's going to end up in a disaster, right?
You're right. So if you wear through all the brake pad material, then you're going to start grinding into that rotor. And what we don't want to do is have to replace this rotor if we don't have to. It's kind of an expensive part. It makes the brake job go up in cost. What happens when things go real bad and you wait too long? So I have over here a couple of parts, and now this is a rotor, same kind of thing that was on that vehicle right there.
Okay.
So this customer waited way too long. You see these lines around the outside, those aren't normal. What happened is the brake pad all wore away, and then you have metal on metal, which grinds into this rotor. So Aaron, the biggest thing that I want to touch on is, safety. When they wear this far, it becomes a major safety issue. So, I want you or, our customers to come home to their families and not have an issue where they're, bumping into cars out there on the road because it's not stopping like it's supposed to. So not only cost, but it's super important, from a safety aspect that we take care of this.
Right. So you guys need to, if you have any sort of grinding or sounds, or you guys have any sort of suspicion, you guys need to keep it safe and get in here to Elite Auto Repair. All right, Dave, so this is actually where the rubber meets the road. It's a tire. So go ahead and walk me through you guys' process here.
So, when we bring a car in for even an oil change, any kind of service at all, we do a basic inspection on the car. So we're looking for problem areas, because we don't want to see you stranded on the road, or we don't want to see your wife stranded on the road. That'd be the worst thing, right? So,
absolutely. So
what we do is we look for certain conditions on tires. Take a look at these two tires. Now this tire on the right, it's not aligned properly. The front end, the tires aren't pointed straight down the road, so it's going to wear on one side or the other. Now on this particular tire, it's worn on the inside. You can see it's starting to come apart. Now this is really hard to see when you're just looking at your car from the outside, because this is on the inside of the car. You'd have to get down on your hands and knees to look at that to find that. So we want to bring that stuff to the attention. There's also people that don't drive a whole lot, right? They think, oh, I got a lot of tread wear on my tires, like this one right here. Just the rubber is starting to get old. We're really hot here in Arizona. So,
you can see some dry rot along here that's actually showing
cracks.
A lot of wear and a lot of cracks, and that could be super dangerous out there on the road.
It is super dangerous. You've seen the carcasses of the tire laying on the road, right?
Right.
You're driving all around them.
All of a sudden, you're going on vacation, you think everything's fine, and boom, a little wobble, and that can lead to a big disaster.
It can, yeah. So, we have equipment, that can handle small car tires like these two. This is kind of a smaller truck. The tire changers and balancers, all the way up to big trucks like this. We can do these big tires on these big trucks. So we made a big investment to make sure that we can kind of handle our fleet accounts and passenger car tires. We have some super, high-grade equipment to make sure that's balanced. You're not feeling any vibrations on the road, and that we're getting you in the right product too. There's different flavor tires out there, a lot of different uses.
Sure. So it's kind of like I have my truck, and so when I went to go get my tires, that was one of the things I learned right off the bat, is that there's a specific tire. Like I do a lot of off-roading, and so maybe you don't want a certain tire, maybe you want something a little bit more rugged, something with a little bit more traction. That's what it makes Elite Auto Repair so different from everybody else. They're matching the tires up to not only the customer, but to the vehicle. It could save you money, it could save you gas, it could save your life. So you guys need to get down here, see David and his crew. They're awesome with matching you up with the right tire. Wow, so that's really awesome. I didn't really realize that you guys did fleet stuff here, because you mentioned that with the tires. So what's that all about?
Yeah, we do a lot of fleet stuff. I want to take a minute and introduce Ryan to here. He's our fleet account manager.
Nice to meet you guys. Let's head on inside out of the heat.
Yeah, let's do it. address. All right. Hey guys, we got one. We're ready for.
You're answering the phone?
I thought it would be. All right, so we're on our way. Thanks, guys, for doing this. It was a last-minute phone call there we had to take. Sorry, David.
No problem.
But anyway, it's really awesome that Elite Auto Repair offers such a convenient service for the customers. What actually got you guys started in doing this for your customers?
Sure, it's pretty simple. Not every single service that happens to your vehicle is going to take 45 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometimes a brake job, you could be sitting at the auto repair shop for hours. So we can take you back home wherever you need to go. It also gives our technicians the ability to do their job properly without hurrying and missing steps.
Right. Courtesy shuttle is great, but what if it's going to be a major repair? Because sometimes disasters happen, right? You may kill an engine or
those type of inconveniences happen all the time, and what's going to happen if you have to go to work or pick your kids up from school. We have 5 loaner cars.
Wow, so you guys have 5 loaner cars? What's that cost somebody to have that loaner car for the day?
Free.
Free.
Absolutely free.
No cost. Here at Elite Auto Repair, these guys are putting the customer first. They're going to give you a loaner vehicle. If it's going to be a major repair, it's going to be something longer than an oil change. They're going to be able to put you in a nice vehicle, get you on your way. You won't disrupt your life, and that right there is what makes Elite Auto Repair better than the other shops. Everything that we went through back there in the shop, I mean, you guys are nailing it when it comes down to high technology tools. We saw some great stuff back there when it came to AC repair, brakes. You had excellent tips on how to take care of your tires. I mean, the tire selection. You guys offer a courtesy shuttle. The thing I'm most impressed with here is that your attention to the customer service experience. That's what it's about. You guys go through and you diagnose a car like a doctor. And you go over that overall health. And I think that that's where the value is in your small business here and what you guys offer to the community. So that's going to wrap up another edition of Journey Maps Live and Local. I want to tell you guys thank you so much for being a part of this show. Thank you for having us out here and let me monkey around out there in the garage. It's been a real experience. So you guys, if you guys like small local businesses, be sure and smash the subscribe button. We want to hear from you guys. Comment, share, like. Be sure and check out our episode every Thursday at 6 p.m. This has been a great show here with Elite Auto Repair. Journey Maps Live and Local. We're out of here. Aaron.
Ryan. David.
We'll see you guys later.